As Israel continues to face the impact of ongoing conflict, it's critical that we support not only the immediate needs of its people, but also the deep-rooted connection to the history and pioneering spirit that have shaped the nation. Two organizations standing at the forefront of this effort are the Jewish National Fund USA and the Society for Preservation of Israel Heritage Sites, or SPICE, whose work is more essential now than ever before. In addition to providing essential mental wellness programs for displaced families, they're also ensuring that Israel's rich history is accessible to all through engaging activities that help strengthen resilience and the Zionist spirit. Today, we're joined by Shahar Hermelin, a leader in these efforts, to discuss the ways JNF-USA and SPICE are supporting communities across Israel during this challenging time. Shahar, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
In light of the ongoing challenges faced by Israeli families, can you tell us more about the We Come to You program and how these heritage-based activities are helping displaced families?
Yes, it started a few days into the war. We were forced to shut down all the 200-plus heritage sites we oversee. And in addition, we knew that we had to do something to help hundreds of thousands of displaced brothers and sisters. So because we couldn't bring them to heritage site at that point, we started to send our team, our education teams and volunteers from sites that were closed to do all kinds of activities at the evacuation centers, more than 50 evacuation centers around the country. And as usual, the first organization that stepped up and helped us was Jewish National Fund USA. We've been working together for over 25 years. And we brought all kinds of lectures and games and activities for the people at the evacuation centers, kids and adults alike, to help them spend some time doing something else, and in addition, to teach them about our heritage and our history.
Now, SPICE is offering free guided tours at over 200 heritage sites to those most affected by the war. How do these tours go beyond simply teaching history, and what role do they play in bolstering national resilience?
Yeah, so as you said, we are bringing many groups to heritage sites. And now it's not just a history lesson. Ever since October 7th, we see much strong connection to our history and to heritage. People get it better. What happened to our parents and grandparents, what they had to go through in order to bring us to where we are today. And we hear it from many visitors in heritage sites. They come to us after the tour and we say, we get it better now. We understand, because there is a very strong connection between what they had to go through during the War of Independence and what some people, especially in the South, had to go through on October 7th. People again had to come out from their homes in their pajamas and underwear to defend their families and communities. And we see a very strong linkage between the two.
Finally, how are you planning to renovate and preserve the heritage sites that were damaged in the war and update the displays to include a chapter about the heroics of October 7th?
Yeah, so first of all, quite a few heritage sites, both in the South and in the North, were physically damaged during the war, either because of direct rocket hits or whatever. So first we need to renovate, rebuild, and preserve those buildings. And again, we're doing it together with Jewish National Fund USA as part of their master plan, Rebuild Together. And in addition, as you said, now there is a new chapter to be told because of the strong connection between the War of Independence and October 7th events. Now we will need those sites that used to tell only the story of the War of Independence to tell that chapter of what happened on October 7th, how the people had to come out and defend their communities and families once again. And we will do it with modern exhibitions and, of course, with photos, videos, whatever we can find to tell that chapter as well, not just the story of the War of Independence. And I'm sure that when people will come and visit those sites, once they're renovated and upgraded, they will understand both stories much better, which is essentially one story, how we made it through the years, both through the War of Independence and, of course, through the current war.
Shahar Hermelin, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.